Today I thought I might show you what our garden looks like. So how does the Clever Craftsman do a garden? Well, I'm going to show you. This is my wife and I's garden this year. It's looking pretty good. This is, what is today? July 20th. So we're a little bit late in the season here. We got green beans looking good. We had some peas there on the end. They're done. Some onions. Potatoes, some squash. Sweet corn. We got a variety of things. So the title of our garden this year is the Millennial Garden. Lindsay and I have lived here for several years, and we were doing a garden here, the same place where my grandparents did it, and have done a garden for years. And we've really struggled with thistles along with other weeds. And so this year, this spring, when we were planning out the garden, Lindsay was telling me, I'm just tired of pulling weeds all the time, and I don't think I want to do a garden. So I said, let's see if we can find an easier way to do it. Let's do it the millennial way. So let me show you what we came up with. So I started out this spring. I tilled the garden, cut the weeds out, got the dirt soft. It was a little later, mid-April. Tilled it, and then we put down these mats to keep the weeds out, and left little strips where we planted. And we have only weeded this garden one time. And you'll see it's not perfect. There's some grass growing here. There's a thistle right there. It's not perfect. What we did though, Lindsay and I worked together, we weeded it one time. Other than that, early weeding and early summer there, all I've done is just take the string trimmer, kind of trim some of the grass back. So this garden is all about low effort. The other big thing that we were spending a lot of time on in the garden, besides for weeding, which the mats help to take care of, was watering. If we got a dry spell in the summer, we'd be out here with a hose or trying to move the sprinkler around. So I installed this water timer and ran a water line, if you can see it here, from the spigot up at the house. I buried it underground, little piece of PVC. It was cheaper than buying a hose. The problem with running a hose out here was every time we mowed, we had to move the hose. And you know, us millennials, we don't like to do any more work than we have to. So I buried this water line, installed this timer. What's cool about this timer is it's broken into 4 zones. So you can set what time of day, how many days a week, and for how long it runs, and it breaks into each zone. So out here in the garden, kind of broke it into 4 zones, depending on the type of plants we were trying to water. And it's been really slick. You just turn it on, let it do its thing. We did the watering through a couple different methods. This is a soaker hose, so I just ran it like for zone 1 here. It weaves back and forth in the rows like this, and it waters all the green beans here in zone 1. Zone 2, I think, is sprinkler. Just kind of trying a variety of things. That one there, cast over the top. Both worked well, really. Sprinkler here, and I did a soaker hose down on the end for the sweet corn. The soaker hose works nice for tall crops like the corn, the squash, whatever down there. And the shorter crops, you could really do either way. So if you would like to try a garden, but you're not sure you want to put in a crazy amount of time, a crazy amount of effort, don't think you have time for it, I would highly recommend these garden mats to keep the weeds out. They worked really well for us. I just bought them at the garden store, cut them, staked them down about every foot, and then planted in between after we had tilled. It's really slick. Like I said, a low maintenance garden. Thanks for watching. Pretty clever, huh? Was that pretty clever, Brandy? Very clever.